I like this here. All right. Let us see what is going on. Okay, looks like, oh, that. That is working. So my only trying this new thing here is that I need to be able to see. Oh, I see. Um, all right. I'm on my side. Do I do my head like this? All right. Now I am not on my side anymore. Okay. I can see that Restream is a few minutes behind. So, all right, there we go. There is one other thing I need to do. No. Well, maybe two. Anybody want to be an assistant? There we go. Anybody want to be an assistant during these times? Please step up. Step up to the podium for your here. Very good. All right. Very good. I probably need to write on my Quiet Mind Facebook page that remind everybody, please remember to come to my personal page for the live, for the love, the live. All right. In case, in case. Okay. Let me see. I am just curious about this is episode 40. That's awesome. So I'm going to make that, I'm going to write that up. That's right. I have been doing this for almost a year, but still have some 12 more to go for it to be a year. Anyways, hello. Today is April 7th, 2025. It's Monday night, episode 40. I am happy to be here with you. I'm all excited because starting something new, as I had mentioned last time, on Quiet Mind, which is my business page, that I'm going to try to do it here on my personal page for about a month to see how things are going. It's always good to try new things, see how everything goes. I was not able to broadcast on both personal and home all at the same time. Um, I might be able to try that. But anyways, I have something interesting to talk about, which is the blueprint. So when we're building a home, we have a blueprint, right? We design the house, we or the architect designs the house, and then we get a contractor who is going to build the house. And what we would like to do, and what most people do, is they get the best stuff, the best supplies to build their home. We want the best wood, right? We want the best tile. We're not going to go buy the cheapest tile possible. So every time you come to put it up, it breaks. You're going to buy a good tile. You're going to buy the best wood you can. You're going to design the house the best way you can. You are going to, hire the best people possible to hire so that you can have the best work done. Who's going to want to hire people that are going to do mediocre work? So when you're building a house, you're going to get the best supplies, the best materials, and you're going to hire the best people. Of course, natural. Why would you do anything other than that? Now, what about your mind? What? What about your mind? How is the blueprint of your mind? You're going to want the best thoughts, the best ideas, right? You're going to want, hi Tammy, how are you? See, it was a good thing I put the Quiet Mind Facebook up too, video up, live up there too, as it is on my personal page. Uh, So when it comes to the blueprint of your mind, you want the best beliefs, you want the best ideas, you want the best thoughts possible for your mind. Now, what does that mean? Okay, I'm going to give you an amazing real example. Many years ago, when I lived in Southern California, I had a good friend. I mean, we're still friends, but we were interested. We would take different classes. So she would take some other classes. I would take other classes, and then we would teach each other these things. So I remember one day very well. Oh, I'm sorry, Tammy. We'll talk about that in a moment. So this too shall pass is the first thought that comes to my mind. So I remember one time I took her class, and I gave her cash. In those days, we would write a lot of checks, right? She took the cash and she swiped it all over my head, and she said, "May it return to you a thousandfold." And I thought to myself, wow, that is amazing. What a wonderful thing to do for someone else, right? You give somebody money and they turn around and say, May it return to you a thousandfold. I thought that was amazing. But my second thought right after that was, no, I don't think so. Like, I did not believe that this would be possible in my business. That was literally my second thought. So imagine that. Tell me at that time in my life how my blueprint of my mind was. Was it working for me or was it working against me? So, this is a question now I ask myself often. Is this thought working for me or is it going against me? Is this idea working for me or going against the flow of my being, of my existence, of the things that I want to accomplish? Is this habit working for me or going against me? We are the carpenter of our blueprint. The same way we hire a contractor who hires a carpenter to build a new house. We want the best contractor, we want the best carpenter, we want the best wood, we want the best cabinets and kitchen equipment, right? We need to be create the blueprint of our mind the best way we can. So we've got to analyze the beliefs that come through our mind. Question them. Is this working or not working? Is this habit of watching TV 4 or 5 hours a night producing what I want, adding to my life? That's just the TV is an example. Or is it taking away? And if somebody says, well, I don't know what to create. I do watch TV. I do play video games for hours on end, but I have no other ideas. What else can I do? Think about the things that you used to love to do. What did you love to do? Did you love photography when you were a child? Did you love art as a child? The things that we love or used to love when we were younger could very well possibly turn into our side hustle or become something amazing. And from there, it pivots. It pivots until you've given birth to something amazing. So that you're not watching TV for 5 hours a night anymore. Maybe occasionally you do. But most of the time you're in the zone of creation. And yes, there is different blueprints in our mind. There's different conversations in our mind. And are the ideas and the thoughts and the conversations benefiting you, pushing you forward? Is the conversations that are coming from the back of you, is it the wind in the back that is pushing you forward into life? Or are you walking against the wind that could be stopping you? Because there are certain things habits that we do that kills the creativity within us, kills that growth that we, all of us, innately have. And it doesn't matter how old you are. So there is that conversation between, we all have that little child in us, right? The child that wants to play outside, the child that wants to be held and said, I'm proud of you, you're amazing, you're so smart, this is so creative what you've created. And if you've never had that, maybe it's time you say those things to you. Every day, make a point of finding something wonderful you've done and telling yourself, you did great here. Telling yourself all those things that you wish you had heard when you were younger. There is another part of us that wants what? What is the part in you? What does that other part in you want? Maybe there's a part in you that wants to be a wonderful uh, parent, a wonderful grandparent. Then you ask yourself, let's have a blueprint of that. What would it look to be an amazing parent? What would it look like to be an amazing grandparent? With grandparents, a little bit sticky, but because you also have to bring the blueprint of your children into it and mold yours so that they fit your children's blueprint. But when it comes to your own children, it's only you or the two of you that needs to create this. There is another part of us. Maybe there is a healer in us. Maybe there's an artist in us. What does that artist, what does that healer need to hear? And in our society, there is that part of us that wants to be financially secure. What would that blue look like? What are the things that you need to the eraser of your pencil and rewrite those blueprints, redo those drawings so you can be secure financially? And when you start asking the questions, the answers start coming. Ask and you shall receive. And constantly catching yourself with just what I had thought about when I was, 15 years ago, when my friend put the money on my head and said, may it return to you 1,000-fold. And I said, wow, that's amazing. And then what did I say? I said, I don't think that will ever happen. Catching yourself when you have those thoughts, so that you can take the other end of the pencil and erase that and write it down so that it's the way you want it to be. Yes, that is an amazing gesture. And thank you so much for blessing me with that. I'm going to take that blessing, although I don't say blessing anymore. I usually say to people, be more, have more light, but take that sincere gesture from anyone that gives it to you and run with it. I accept it with open arms. I welcome this energy 1,000 times fold over from what the person has given me. So the blueprint of your mind is very, very important. So, and it is very important that we stay alert to the thoughts that go through our mind. Now, one other thing that is very important is prayer. Prayer is very important, and sincerely giving is very important. Now, Joe Dispenza, I don't know if you've ever listened to Joe Dispenza or not, but he is always saying that uh, his clients are constantly giving money away, and it constantly keeps coming and coming and coming, and they don't know how fast to give it away. The more they give, the more they get. The same goes with prayer. Have an open heart with your prayers for others. I have started a new habit of, I meet people and somebody says, my wife is sick, my wife is passing, my husband is passing, I fell and broke my leg, or whatever it might be. I ask them if I may pray for them, and I write their names down on a piece of paper and I put it next to my bed. And every night before I go to bed, I pray for them, for their highest good, because I don't know what their highest good is. I cannot assume to know what their highest good is. So I pray for their highest good. And I do this freely. It's a wonderful habit, in my opinion. Any which way that comes through you, do that. Give and see what happens. Any comments other than Emma wrote, right on, listening to your podcast on blueprint money and other creative ideas. That's right. Blueprint money. If this is what you need, there is no shame in that. You put a piece of paper in front of you and grab a pen and start writing about the different ways you can create the blueprint of money. That is amazing and wonderful. And of course, you can pray for yourself too, but praying for others opens up a different portal, in my opinion, humble opinion. It opens up a different avenue towards just giving, and the universe has to balance it out, because the universe loves balancing things out. So let's open cards for let's open cards for the week coming. Although, quite interestingly, my cheat sheet is missing. My cheat sheet is missing, and that's it. There is no way that I can find the cheat sheet fast enough. So I have to trust my instincts and what comes through. Isn't that amazing? I do have a little cheat sheet here, though. God forbid I use my instincts, but let's see, right? Challenge accepted. All right. For the week, this coming week, April is going to be much less intense from last month, but it still will be intense. And there will be some revelations. I mean, the revelations are coming and coming. There will be some revelations, so that's always welcome. Uh, we continue to see things that we prefer not to as it comes to government and politicians. We all wish we didn't live in a world like this. And a lot of times it is hard to accept the fact that we believed in these people and we actually supported them and we put them in the office. But we did that with the best intentions. Um, this is not the time to fool ourselves anymore. It's time to wake up. So everybody, almost most people are in the same boat, but we're going to survive. We're going to do just fine. We're going to survive out of this week. The key, opening secrets, right? The coffin, the ending, and the whip. So secrets are coming out. Even if we have to beat them, no. um, the ending to secrets, really, and over, and it keeps repeating and repeating and repeating, constant. It keeps coming out. So more revelations this week is what I would say. Um, if anybody else has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I'm gonna pull a card for myself. Um, okay, my question is, see, I don't want to ask that question because I know the answer to that. So Tammy says they're showing us what we're not. That's right. That's right. We're not thieves. We're not liars. We're not cheaters. We don't take the bread out of someone else's home, even though we have thousands of bread in our house. We don't go stealing other people's food and uh, belongings like some politicians do. So I am looking for questions from people. I'm thinking about my own question for myself. I like to do that too. Why not? Um, I'm just going to do a general card for myself for this coming week. Okay. The child, The child is innocence. The child is beginnings, right? Star and clover. It's going to be a good week for me. That's what I say. Uh, yes, of course. I got a message from someone asking for a card for this week. I'll be happy to. And someone gave me stars last week, and I forgot to say thank you. So I'm sorry about that. Thank you, stars. And for people who didn't get to come on earlier, I think this was an amazing podcast about the blueprint of your mind. So I highly recommend that you listen to it. So this card is for the person who messaged me. Okay, the ending of something. I thought you got that card last week too. Sigh, sigh, and the mountain. So the mountain is obstacles. The mountain is something you have to go through. Uh, the sty is it clean cuts, cleans, releases, and the coffin is the ending. So I would say it's the ending of the obstacle that is in front of you. This is it, something that has been concerning you, and you feel that it's been an obstacle to the next step that is ending for you. Of course, Tammy, a card for you for about your car. Okay, the lady, which usually is a family member, like a mother, a sister, a grandmother, a family, a female family member that has had influence on you. Clover, luck, like that, and the heart. I like it because clover is positive, heart is positive. I think the lady is neutral. Um, so the luck is actually in the center, and the heart is on one side, and the lady is on the other side. You're going to hear good news uh, from someone that's a female, or you yourself are going to be lucky in your car issue. Something wonderful is going to happen. Your mom, there you go. Pray to her. If she has passed, pray to her. And if she's living, can you go visit her or call her, and just chit chat with her? So that is about it, people. Thank you so much. Until next week, I will still go live on my business page, and I will also go live on my personal page. We will do this for a month on both pages and see what's going on. All right. Well, let me just quickly look over to, yeah, we're good to go. Your mom, she was very critical of herself. Okay. So it's the ending of that for you, because we inherit a lot from our ancestors, and we take those things on, and every time we release them, we also release them for them, because remember, uh that's right, she's gone, but you can call her. That's right, you can, and you can pray to her and you can talk to her. um when life lacks comfort, it is hard for most people to focus on spirituality, is because you are constantly focusing on survival. And my mom, even though my parents were not a part of World War II, but they were living while World War II was happening. So it doesn't matter where you are, it's still scary to watch that there is a war on your planet, um, going on. So it is still traumatic for the planet and for the people on it, regardless if you're involved in it or not. If you're involved in it, it's even worse. So these traumas get handed down to us. And now everybody that's living, everybody that is working on releasing traumas and dramas, and healing themselves, know that you are healing 7 generations before you and 7 generations ahead of you. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of impact that the work we're doing today has. So it's awesome. That's wonderful, Tammy. You're good listeners. And don't we need to be? We need to be good listeners for ourselves, and yeah, for ourselves. Okay, everybody. I'm going to call it a night. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. You can always reach me through Messenger, yeah, and phone. Have a wonderful week. Bye bye.